recording. I'm so sorry. I'm not gonna do my entrance for the YouTube people though because I don't feel like it. Anywho, welcome back to the pop. I have been working on making sure I keep to my schedules, keep to my, you know, new habits, create the life that I want. That is my goal for 2023. And so far, we're working on it. We are working on it. And also, I think that's kind of why this episode is necessary and is going to be probably hard to hear for some people because I know I've struggled with it all my life. And so I'm sure a bunch of other people I know a bunch of other people have. There's no way you haven't. You've all struggled with it. We're not going to pretend like we all haven't dealt with it. But I am fat, and that is what I tell myself every day. And now I know I'm going to get comments saying like, "Oh my gosh, like this is terrible." No, 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 no. Like in my brain, in this la cabeza, I am telling myself that I'm fat. And it's not. And I look in the mirror, all I see is fat. Like it's not a, oh my gosh, I don't want to eat and everything. No, no. I eat. Don't you dare. I eat like there's no tomorrow, okay? I am loaded with snacks. Like, I have a bag just for snacks, just to bring to work, okay? It has my fruit snacks, it has my applesauce. I've got some trail mix in there. I got some granola bars. Oopsies, sorry. I am loaded on snacks. I love snacks. I love food. I love a good pasta. Ugh. I'm going to the gym after this, and then I'm gonna get dinner. But anywho, I am not trying to say I'm never gonna eat. I don't want to eat. I need to like stop eating so I can be skinny. No, no, that's not what this is. I will eat and I will forever eat. And if you follow my Instagram, you know I'm going to be posting about all the restaurants and places I go to. So it's not that I have a tough relationship with food. It's that in my brain, it has been ingrained in me since like a young age. You gotta be skinny, you have to look really good. And oh my God. But there was also the fact of, oh my gosh, you're not eating, like, that's unhealthy. But you need to stop eating so much because you look too fat. Like, there was always these contradicting voices coming from my parents, both at the same time, like this. Beep, 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 beep. I didn't mean to do guns. Well, especially after today. That's not, oh. Okay, actually, first of all, I'm in no way, oh my gosh, you guys, my brain's all over the place. I'm in no way political. I am in no way a political advocate or anything like that. But what I will say is what happened today in Nashville, absolutely atrocious, absolutely disgusting, and I hope you never, ever, you never bring kids into anything. I'm sorry, but their minds and they're growing up. They need to be filled with happy memories and experiences, and the fact that you would bring that to a school, not even that it was out in a public place and there happened to be kids there, you brought it to a school where kids are, you are bringing the violence and the PTSD to that school. Absolutely, like, I don't understand. A lot of us, most of us were hurt in childhood. Most of us are crazy. Most of us have mental problems. Most of us probably shouldn't be let out of the house. Most of us also do not bring guns to a school because we have some unresolved trauma. I'm sorry, but I don't understand how you get to the point where you think it's okay to bring a gun to a school, any weapon to a school, and start shooting. Those kids have so much life to live and will probably make this world so much better. And you're taking that away from them because you're selfish and don't know how to heal your own personal trauma. Like, ill, yuck, bye, you're gone. I'm sorry, you need to leave. That's my little spiel. I'm disgusted. I'm revolted. And it's not even the should we have guns? Is it safe to have guns? No. Your right to own a gun and to protect yourself is your right no matter what. What I will say though is that not everyone should be let out of the house, okay? And not everyone should be around kids. I I don't get it. I'm also getting a sore throat and it's kind of like, ugh, yuck. So this talking is kind of bothering me. But that's okay. I talk a lot anyway. It's normal. But yeah, I'm disgusted and really hope that that I don't I know I'm a Christian and I'm told to forgive people, and it wasn't my kids. I wasn't there. I wasn't affected by all this. But at the same time, I don't see how you can be forgiven for that. You are killing children who have a future. And this wasn't supposed to turn into this. This wasn't supposed to be about guns. This was supposed to be about me being fat. But it turned into that, and so we might have to talk about. No, we're staying on track. But I that was my 5 minutes on this whole thing. This is ridiculous, and you need to get yourselves together, and you need to make sure that you're not causing more people to have all this PTSD. And if you are causing these actually she was like 28. Ooh, yikes. I know a good group of 28-year-olds. Damn. Oh, they're not that crazy though. I mean, they are crazy, but not like that. But anyway, stop going after the kids. The kids need to stay out of it no matter what. Stop going after the children. The children are our future, and the fact that you're traumatizing them at such a young age. The 3 kids that died were 9. The fact that you're traumatizing them at such a young age, absolutely disgusting. I have no respect for you. You need to, I'm sorry, but you deserve the death penalty. You're killing kids because you're upset, because you have issues. Go take your issues, go to a therapist and deal with it. I don't want to hear it. You have no right. No right. No, nothing. This doesn't even need to go to court. You're going to jail and you're getting the death sentence. Okay? Thank you. I'm the judge, jury, and all that. All the above. You're going to what is it? The shock chair? The electric chair. Okay? Okay. Now, back to me being fat. Yeah. I gained weight. I had surgery in January. And so, like, a week before, I was kind of just, like, really nervous and super eating, like, a lot. And then I didn't work out for a good month after that because I couldn't move. Literally, everything burned. I was tired. I was icing and heating. I went to work way too early. But that's me. My mental health wasn't doing well, so I decided it was time to go back to work. And after being out for a month, I just didn't feel like going back. And then I looked at myself in the mirror And I was disgusted. Because like I always say that I'm fat because I was told, especially by my dad, that I was fat, and I was put into like two tracks, so I would have track in the morning, or like two 2 hour track practices after school in high school. At one point I was doing track again, dance, all in the span of one day. And I was always just told I was fat, and that kind of just ingrained in my head. I don't, and I definitely have some curves, I definitely have some thickness, and I know that. But more recently I definitely gained a lot of weight because I wanted to heal, and I was healing, and then I got lazy and I didn't feel like going to the gym. And about like a week or 2 weeks ago, I was like, oh my gosh, I feel disgusting. I become so lazy. I didn't want to get out of bed. I felt gross about myself. I didn't want to look at myself. And then also, summer's coming, and I love my bikinis because the summer, I get hot as a person. And so during the summer, if I'm getting even more hot, I need to have no clothing on. Like, preferably, I would be in a bikini at all times. Doesn't happen, but I would love to be in a bikini at all times. But then again, we work in corporate America, and that can't happen. So, anywho, I and then the fact that I was fat just became even more real to me, and I was like, I had a mental breakdown. I had a mental breakdown because I gained quite a few pounds, and I wasn't happy with my body. I wasn't happy with where I was going. And so I took back control. I'm taking back control because, yes, I always felt fat and told myself I was fat. And in my head, I truly do think I'm fat. But it got to a point where I noticed a huge change in my fatness that I was just like, and it's not even, and I feel terrible because I know that there is a epidemic of being obese, and people have severe weight problems, and I know that and I'm not taking away from that, and I know people are struggling with their weight, and I'm here to say I'm struggling with my weight too. I don't like it. I was taught not to like it. I was told I was fat almost every day, and that I needed to stop eating, and that I needed to work out. And the fact that I hated track. I hate running. I will never, ever, 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 you will never catch me running a day in my life ever again. I hate it with a passion. And the fact that I was put onto two track teams, not just my high school one, but the USA track and field one, that was torture. But it was also like they were telling me, you're fat. Even more. Not just with their words. The fact that through high school I had to do something I hated because I needed to lose weight, and I needed to look a certain way, is it's mental abuse, if we're going to be honest. It is. But it's also like, oh my goodness. Absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. I would never, and I will never, put my child through that. But it's hard because it's ingrained in my head now, and I can't get it out. So now, like, I'm trying to train myself into thinking that, you are beautiful and your weight doesn't matter. But it's kind of hard. And for anyone else who's going through it, some of the tips I use are just like, I don't look in the mirror. As long as I can't see it, it's not there. But that's not the healthiest thing, so don't necessarily do that. But what I would say from that is, don't overlook in the mirror. Make sure you look presentable and look good enough to go out, please. We don't need any, craziness going on. But also, don't spend hours like I have in the mirror looking at myself, over analyzing every inch of my body, because it's not healthy and you're going to find something. You're always going to find something. You're never going to be the perfect way you want to look. And your body's ever changing and ever growing. But I also think it helps when you know that you're in control of that change and of that weight, because putting yourself back in that control and not letting yourself drift off is important, because the weight gain is also a mentality thing. Like, now that I'm like, okay, I know what I have to eat for lunch every day, what I'm going to eat for breakfast every day, and what I'm going to eat for dinner depending on the night and what I'm doing that night. It's helped me to feel like, okay, I know what I'm eating. I know what I'm going to work out, setting that schedule and being in control of that really is helping me slowly be okay. But I think it's going to be a lifelong issue that I will never get over, but I know that I will never, ever put my kids through that. Their weight is not that important. And I want to be able to heal myself before I do have those kids, because we're not dealing with those mental issues. Because yikes. Goodness gracious. Yeah, no, we don't even need to go into that right now. But, body dysmorphia is such a real thing and such a huge issue, and I also, that's why I like to share recipes and my workouts, because you see a lot of people who are very skinny and who are very fit posting these workouts, but I want you to see someone who looks normal and is doing these workouts and is showing progress, hopefully soon, and helps others realize, like, okay, I can do this. I can get out of bed. I'm going to the gym at 8 o'clock. It's 7:30 right now. I'm going to edit this, make my reel, post this on Spotify for the morning, and get it going, because it also helps with ADHD. Just throw that out there. So if you have issues like me in which you can't focus and your mind's going 5,000 miles a minute, I would highly suggest going to the gym. But yeah, that's my kind of, I know a lot of people don't, like, I deal with weight issues myself, and I think everyone does. Not that they share it, but everyone does, and so you're not alone. And we can go through this together. But yeah, I really hope all of you have a great week, and that you get all your stuff done, you feel successful, you feel great, you feel confident, you feel beautiful, you feel smart, you feel like you made the world a better place. And as always, keep thriving.